Alright, what is up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another install video. This is going to be something that is cheap, easy to do, and I think it's going to make the car feel just that little bit nicer. We've got the hood strut kit from Cobalt. I'm going to be doing the install and walking you guys through how to do it. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, first thing we're going to need to do, unless you have an early model car like I do, an 89 or a 90, is you're going to look for a hole in the firewall right about here on the driver's side. As you can see, my car does not have it since it's an early model. I have a 90. So what we're going to need to do is drill a 7/16 hole right about here. It's going to be a 1/2 inch down and 3 7/8 over from the edge. So we're going to measure that and get that hole drilled. So it's only the early models that are going to have to do this. All other Miatas should have the hole there already. Okay, now that we've got the bracket installed into that hole in the firewall, we're going to take one of the ball studs and a lock nut, and we're going to place it through the other hole in the bracket and tighten it up with a 13mm wrench and socket. Alright, now that we have the bracket on the firewall finished up, we're going to take the larger bracket that goes on the hood, and I'm going to go ahead and install the ball stud right here, and then we're going to throw this up on the hood, test fit everything, and then attach it with the nuts here and the smaller bolts. Alright, what I did is I went ahead and started the nuts and bolts on this bracket. I think it's going to make it easier to put on. We're going to find out in just a second here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this whole assembly up. These little nuts right here are basically just going to slide into the slots on the side of the hood there, and then once you tighten it up, it will hold this bracket in place. Alright, that worked out pretty good. That was pretty easy. I think it's worth noting that if you have a power tool or something like that to spin the bolts while you hold it, that will make it a lot easier and a lot faster. But you can obviously do it with a ratchet. You just might have to hold the nut on the back side with your finger. Also, since those are slots in the hood there's two positions you can mount that upper bracket in. You can slide it down to the bottom of the slot, or you can slide it all the way up to the top like I have it now. The top position is going to be kind of like the factory hood opening height. If you slide it down to the bottom, the hood will open slightly higher, but they note in the instructions that you might have a little bit of gap to the fender. The hood might sit slightly higher, not much at all. Try them out for yourself, try both ways out and see which way you like the best. So now really all that's left to do is to pop the strut on the ball studs. It will literally just push on. Make sure you put this fat end of the strut towards the top. Then we're going to slowly close the hood, make sure everything clears, and we're done. Alright, so we are barely coming into contact with the fender bracket here with the end of that ball stud, so I'm going to shift the bracket over towards the center of the car as much as possible, and then hopefully we'll clear. Alright, and we are pretty much done. I'm very happy with this. Pretty easy to do. The upper position is definitely the one for me. With the hood closed, it is perfectly lined up. Gaps look great. I'm happy with how it opens and closes. It's nice being able to just pop the hood up and it will open itself the rest of the way. Overall, you know, it just gives that car a little bit nicer feel. One of those small detail type things. So that's pretty much going to do it on this one. Hope this video could help. I'm going to leave a link to this hood strut kit in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. But other than that, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome week, and we'll see you in the next one.